It's time for Rabbi Minkowicz's Weekly Torah Lesson, a place where life's most difficult questions are answered. Here with his spiritual perspective and insight, Rabbi Minkowicz.
Welcome to this week's Torah lesson. This week's Torah portion is Parsha Shoftim. The question of the week is, what is closer to God, our thoughts or our actions? So in this week's Torah portion, Parsha Shoftim, we learn about the mitzvah about not to destroy a tree. And the Torah tells us, Ki Adam eitz hasadeh, because man is like the tree in the field. In other words, we are compared to a tree. Not only that, we find in the Mishnah says like this, that a person that his actions are much stronger than his Torah. So that's like someone that has has a tree that's very, very strong with a lot of roots, that even if tremendous winds come, the winds will not destroy the tree because the roots are there. So the same thing also, a person that maybe doesn't study as much Torah, so he doesn't have as many leaves, but he has strong roots. So we ask the question, the roots really should be our Torah study. Because when we study Torah, that gives us strong roots, and then we'll be doing a lot of mitzvot. But here you see the Torah compares, the Mishnah compares our mitzvahs to roots and our Torah study to the leaves. And the Rebbe explains, why is that? Because when it comes to our intellect and our Torah study, what happens is we can study a lot of Torah, but we can use a lot of our ideas and our intellect, and it could be tainted with the way we think, because God gave us the power to think. However, when we do a mitzvah, it's God that created the mitzvah. We're just doing it. So anytime you do a mitzvah, whose mitzvah are you doing? You're doing God's mitzvah. So it's guaranteed that whose mitzvah you're doing, it's Hashem's mitzvah that you're doing versus your idea and your thought how the mitzvah should be done. So in other words, to answer the question, what is closer to God, our thoughts or our actions? And you see clearly that our actions are much more closer to God. Why? Because when a person does a mitzvah, you're doing what God wants versus what you want. This week's Torah lesson is in memory of Baruch ben Aryeh Leib and Shlomo Ben Yosef. May their souls be elevated for the Torah that we're studying in their memory. Thanks so much for joining us for our weekly Torah lesson. For more information on Chabad, please see our website.